Hello there and welcome back to the essay qualifiers of the MDL. My name is NomadCasts and I'm here to bring you Luccini Gaming versus T-Show. That's right, I'll be walking you all the way through this tournament from start to finish. It's all going to be the Nomad Show. Thank you for Blaze helping me out with the earlier games, but it's all me now. So, we are well into this draft already. I mean, these guys have been blitzing through it. Obviously, got to have delays in for adverts and stuff, but yeah, we haven't used a second... oh, excuse me. Caught me off guard. We didn't have a second of reserve time used, and as I say that, Luccini go ahead and just to anger me, start using their reserve time. But there you go. T-Show, they're staying true to their guns, but I'm sure they will use some time after this. So, Luccini, they have picked up the gyrocopter and Naga to start things off, completely different to the last game, choosing a core right off the bat. The Naga Siren, which we haven't seen a whole lot of. I mean, since the Meteor Hammer thing and kind of, people have been... she's alright in a lot of situations. She's not tier 1 perhaps in other situations. So yeah, and I'm expecting a tiny pick now. But you have that Naga Disruptor, right? So somehow Disruptor got through the second phase banning despite there already being a Naga on the field. I don't know why T-Show let them through. I'm assuming they have a plan for it. I mean, their plan seems to be picking the Juggernaut. So Glimpse, not as effective. Kinetic Field, not as effective. Meanwhile, Gyrocopter, I mean, he's got the setup for the cooldowns. They've got some really nice combo going on with the Naga Siren Sleep. It could lead to a huge setup with the Disruptor and the Gyrocopter. Meanwhile, outside of T-Shirt, they've gone for that classic Sanking Ancient Apparition combo, which is really, really popular right now. I mean, loads of teams have been pulling that one out. And I think that's essentially that they just synergize together in so many ways. You can always get the most of the time get the cold feet off in combination with the Burrow Strike. You can also use that Ice Vortex to be able to do a bit of extra magic damage. And as well with the Epicenter later on in the game, you got that Ice Vortex to the extra magic damage. And you have the AA Blast to come through and back up with a little bit extra damage on top of it. And reducing the kill thresholds as well. Always important. And now they've got the Juggernaut, which is just simply a counter to the Disruptor. And then Naga is pretty good versus Jug. I mean, she can just wait for the spin and then throw down that net and catch herself a tasty prize. Luccini now picking up the puck. I mean, that just adds their combo. I mean, they have good picks. These heroes are all good in their own ways, but I'm always looking out for that wombo combo. And they have it. They've got the puck, they got the gyro, they got the Disruptor, they got the Naga. The Naga set up into the Disruptor sleep with the cooldown, and then the coil and silence. They got a lot of showstoppers, but also their lanes are looking pretty nice right now. The Gyrocopter can either go mid or it can even go top. It doesn't matter. The Naga's going to be roaming. You've got that Disruptor support who's going to be nice to help you out in lane, offer that harass, and the Naga with her insane starting armor, starting speed, and not too bad attack means that she can basically just go in and harass and even dive towers early on if she wants to. She is not bothered. So yeah, I mean, they haven't just picked for the wombo combo. We're not in 2012 anymore when that was actually a thing. Part of me misses the days of 2012 and 2013 when every single game was just seeing what kind of combo you can make. Good old times. Everybody wanted to make the highlight reel. But now we're more refined. We've moved into a more gentlemanly era of Dota 2, I think, where yes, we're not quite so bothered about the flashy players, more about the farming patterns and the lane matchups and that. And talking to lane matchups, this is a guy that doesn't lose his lane. It is Dragon Knight. And as I've said that, he's probably going to lose his lane. They need to ban out the Viper this game, I think, because Viper does pretty well versus the DK and doesn't really care about the Ancient Apparition and Sand King's physical damage. Can also ult the Juggernaut through his spin. So some really good options for the Viper, and they would just shove the puck offlane and Gyrocopter into the safe. I'm not saying they're going to pick it. There's definitely other things they could ban out as well. Like Lifesteal could also be a real big issue for T-Show this game. So plenty of heroes to ban out, and they'll have to choose. Oh, and they have the Ancient Apparition, who's automatically quite good versus the Lifestealer, because that ulti stops him being able to steal life. They're actually going to ban out the OD. Again, very smart. Because DK, he's a boy who does not lane versus OD. And when you pick a lineup which forces your DK into mid, then you can't let the enemy have the OD. So that's actually the best ban animal. I am but a noobcast. These guys know what they're doing, and yeah, if they as I said, if DK cannot lane versus that hero, like there's not many lineups which are worse than that. Like you cannot do it. It just doesn't work. Trust me on that. So, T-Show. I like that lineup so far. Dunhal, I mean, he had some pretty questionable Sand King plays on that last game, but he also made some good ones as well, some nice little dupes, so... Options are open, they say. T-Show. Final pick for them. I think it's going to be... They're going to need their offlaner, and I mean, the Underlord could be a nice pick for them as well if they fancied it, but I'm guessing it's going to be something maybe more like the Tidehunter, although the puck is in the pool, but... And there is going to be a gyro top, so maybe not the Tide. It's quite nice versus the Naga, and really does break up that combo, though with the silences from the puck and the disruptor, maybe that's not that appealing for them. Maybe you want just something like a Bristle? Okay. We're talking about like 2012 and 2013, I mean, Silencer was sometimes just picked up to counter these wombo combos. And it seems like this is maybe the case. I mean, Sand King off lane and Silencer in position 4, and Luccini respond with a CK. They've got all their AoE, they've got all their team fight, let's get some pick off, they say. And Naga Siren and CK is a mean combo. She's got that Riptide, which reduces their armor, and then Chaos Knight with the Reality Rift, that's going to reduce the armor even more, so... Quite tough. And then with the Disruptor as well to keep them still, so Chaos Knight can give them a really good seeing too. I like that. So they're going to throw the Gyrocopter into the middle lane, he's going to be up versus a Dragon Knight. No, nobody really cares in that lane, I think. Pretty casual. Pretty chill lane. I think I've got to call it. I think I do like Luccini draft quite a lot, but I think T-Show have the edge this time. I feel like DK is actually very good versus the CK. I mean, I know CK is all about dragging people in and defeating their but I don't think the Dragon Knight's going to go down that easily. I don't know, maybe he is, but the Breathe Fire, if you can get the Breathe Fire off on him and his illusions, then he is going to like really limit their damage output. But then you've always got the Gyrocopter as well, I guess, who's also going to be taking advantage of the anti-armor, so... Alrighty then, well here we go, getting underway with game number 2. Can Luccini close it out and secure their game versus SG? Or is it going to be a T-Show dragging out to game number 3? My money is on T-Show for this one. They were the favourites coming into this, they seeded higher. They've been having a better time of things recently, but Luccini, well, they seem to be still on the high after beating 2-0ing, in fact, Midas. So they're feeling pretty good about themselves, and they are ready to go. Madara support. Yeah, they're putting 19 Antos into this carry position again, and leaving Madara in the support, which is not where he usually plays. Not where he usually plays. But things look a bit more normal here. They've got their full roster on the side of T-Shirt, but yeah, like Luccini doing very well without their full roster, but I think they might be trialing 19 Antos or something, because he was playing yesterday, I think. Not sure. Anyway, a little cute puck class coming up. Let's talk about lane matchups, right? We've got the Sand King down at the bottom lane. He's going to be against the Gyrocopter, the CK, the Naga Siren, and the Disruptor. Now, he is going to be pretty good at getting away from net, getting under those kinetic fields. You can dodge the glimpse with the Burrow Strike, but it's incredibly difficult to do. Do not recommend trying it at home. You'll probably end up dying. But it's possible, but we won't really consider that a factor in the lane. And he also doesn't want to risk using it and then not having it for the escape afterwards. No one really does. It's just not really reliable. Because Glimpse doesn't have a set time. It's just based on how far you've traveled. And no one is really that good to kind of predict that. Sometimes you got to pull it off in the clutch moments, but most of the time it's just not possible to risk it. So that's your safe lane. I think Sand King, he's not the worst hero to have here. He might have his struggle a little bit, might be forced into the jungle. I think overall he does okay, but only okay at best. Meanwhile, Mandy, he's going to be up in the safe lane. You're going to have... Oh, maybe not actually. He's got 2 shared tangos given to him, so maybe he's going to be heading off towards mid to lane up versus the Gyro, and I can actually see that working very well. The Healing Ward does a good job against the kind of gradual harass of Flat Cannon. And the Blade Fury means that Gyrocopter can't really go on him with too many rocket barrages. And he also has the option to dodge the homing missile. So there's plenty of options for Mandy, and I think he's going to have a nice time in this middle lane overall. GK will put safe versus who's in the off lane for these guys. It's gonna be Puck. This is quite nice for them, you know. Whilst they don't have a huge amount of lockdown, what they do have is Dragon Tail. And if they take an early point in Dragon Tail, 2.5 seconds. Cold Feet is 2-second duration. So yeah, Cold Feet and Dragon Tail will be more than enough to keep the Puck still. The time to get that off. So that is going to be a very strong lane for the Puck to deal with. And Puck is not tanky enough if he gets caught in that Cold Feet. An option. It even gives him a bit of time. I mean, Dragon Tail is so long. Yeah, I think I'll be fully expecting an early point in this stun. Just so you can get that Cold Feet off, and then between them they can knock him down. Probably get the Glaze of Wisdom just for that extra damage. They can kill him in that time. And then you're laughing. But yeah, Gyro getting the Shed Tankers, of course, is definitely going to be heading towards this middle lane. We've already talked about the mid lane a bit, but I just want to talk about Gyro's role in this game because obviously we've got the Wombo combo, but more importantly, you got the anti-armor from Nagasaran. She's going to be trying to get Riptide off on as many heroes as possible. Whoever CK is going on with this Reality Rift, they're going to be anti-armored. I wouldn't be surprised to see a medallion coming out from the Nagasaran in this game, so these flat cannon shots are going to be doing their job, and a little bit more. Disruptor, he is a good pick this game. Whilst tanking is pretty decent at getting under the wall and Juggernaut can spin out, all three heroes, like DK is the kind of guy that wants to get into your face, and then once he drops low, he kind of just hangs back and waits for a Dragon's Blood to kick in. But Glimpse doesn't let that happen. And obviously Silencer and Ancient Apparition, if they're caught out in the wrong place at the wrong time, they're going to die so quickly. And you basically just feed them into the CK, and he just deals with people so well if they're out of position. But that's not for the educational stuff. Let's move on. Oh wait, one more thing to talk about. Well, we talk about items. We also talk about Roshan. Luccini really do not have a. Actually, they've got a decent enough rush lineup with the CK, and as I said, the anti-armor before is going to come in really useful for them. And T-Show have a very good Roche lineup as well. So with the Juggernaut, he does Roche quite nicely. They don't have the anti-armor, but if they do decide to go for a medallion, that could allow them to, that could open up the Roshan pit for them. And in terms of push as well, both teams have very good push. It's not really much more to say about it. Probably Luccini's push is a little bit better, but yeah, you always want to make sure you're drafting push so that when you win a team fight, you can take objectives. Very important meta for taking objectives. Alrighty. Voice is kind of shy. I decided to go for a 3-mile bike ride before my cast, so I literally got in, well, I mean, I got in plenty of time. It was 45 minutes, but I haven't been cycling in ages, so I was completely knackered by the time I got in. I had to lie down, basically join the lobby, set up the stream, and then just kind of lie down for a bit, and still kind of struggling to catch my voice back, but at least I didn't have to do any vocal warm-ups because I was screaming in agony the entire time, so, you know, that's one good thing. Good catch on both teams though. I mean, this DK, obviously with the Delve Dragon Form, the Dragon Tail, and the Blink Burrow Strike, which we'll be getting pretty early on the position 3 DK. Oh no, he's dying. Jesus. I have to pay respects for poor Mandy. Sword won't be happy about this one. Sword's not a patient person. He's always looking to go, but to be honest, if I was a player in SA, not gonna flame me, but there are a lot of pauses. There are a lot of pauses, and sometimes you just want to get on with it. It happens. So, see a lot of people saying in the chat 2-0. I mean, I can see it. I can definitely see the snowball potential on Luccini is insane. Like, when they get a lead, I don't think it's going to be the same game as last time where they're struggling to take stuff like CK, Gyrocopter. These guys are just going to farm up, and they're just going to kind of run over T-Show, and their farming potential is so much better than T-Show's, because DK doesn't have fantastic farming potential. But I also think T-Show have this similar, if not, yeah, not better, but it's very similar snowball power, but I think if things just go evenly, if no one really gets an advantage, I think this will favor T-Show a lot. That silencer pick is pretty huge, to be honest. Like, if you can silence, I mean, he's going to drop the silence the moment they come out in Naga Song, no doubt. So all of those spells they want to cast are just either not going to be cast, or they're going to be cast and they won't be able to follow them up with anything. Silence is actually huge versus CK. Oh, looks like Mandy's back. He loves you all. I'm assuming that extends to all of us and everybody watching as well.
Was most welcome.
Also, DK, he's going to be going, if he is in this one position, so he's going to be going for an early BKB. And Luccini really, like, except for the level 20 on the CK, and I mean, Net is very good versus BKB, but it's... BKB is going to be very useful this game. But then again, same for the flip side, I guess. As T-Show will struggle to bring... No, I don't think they will actually. They got the Juggernaut and the DK. DK Dragon Form is very, very good versus BKB targets. I mean, it's essentially a Scaddy, right? So Scaddy is good versus BKB targets, as we well know.
Mission Meadow!
You know what I would like to see from T-Show instead of the Silencer, though? Because I feel like... Oh, excuse me. I feel like instead of the... You still want a little bit more lockdown, right? Because you've got the Dragon Tail, you've got the Sand King Stump, but you need to make these spells really work for you. And the Cold Food, which will probably be used on the Dragon Tail target, but... I feel like a Rubik would have done really well. Combos super nicely with the Ancient Apparition, gives you the lift, and also Spell Steal is absolutely phenomenal this game. But Dunhow taking a lot of damage here, but gonna Burrow Strike forwards, trying to get the damage out onto Megastar. The stun onto the DK, onto the Sand King. Can they bring him down? Doesn't look like they can. And Jericho might be the first one to drop. Yes, they will. Well, the right click comes in from 444. Madara, they're not done with you. They've got a Burrow Strike available. If they get in range, it could spell trouble. They don't know who to go for. They're actually going to back out in the end. The CK did have a stun available. So, first blood for T-Show to start things off, as they seem to be running into this weird aggressive tri-lane.
Coin for me.
And 444 finds out some boots, and this is actually really good for the harassing. He doesn't need to stay in these trees anymore. He can actually just go around the side and just use his superior movement speed. To mess with him as Dunhow is actually taking a lot of damage. He does have the Burrow Strike, will use it onto the Naga Siren, and now the right click damage coming through onto Jericho. They're going to be able to bring him down again. Is she? Is she going to crack? Meanwhile, SK, one more hit from Madara will do the job. He stays for the kill. Meanwhile, Jericho was actually able to get out of that one. Didn't quite tick off to the Silencer DPS, and one more right click will be needed, and they will get it. Trying to turn around to the AA, but can't quite do it. One apiece right now in this engagement at bottom lane. Naga, she's just about going to survive once again. Are we going to stop? I don't think so. AA just in the sideline, just throwing out the right clicks. Look at that range. It is huge. Super, super annoying, and not aggroing the creeps either, so not messing anything up as the creeps push into T-Show. The only thing I'm worried about here is 444 is a little bit out of position if they choose to go on him. Mind you, they don't have their Naga Siren, so... Okay, well, we have another pause. It's been kicking off, though. It's been kicking off already. Okay, it's just a short one. Let's get back into it. That's what I want to see. So, Mandy versus Jemery in the middle lane. Does seem to be going kind of evenly right now, and I'm sure it will keep going that way because the healing ward is pretty good. As long as you keep it out of the range of the Gyro. If you bring it into the range of the Gyro, he's just going to kill it, and then you're sad. Sword and Rhea in this top lane. I mean, trying to dodge the breathe fire there. So they didn't actually run the Ancient Apparition up here as I thought they would, and that's actually fine. Puck doesn't do that well versus DK. In fact, he does pretty awfully versus DK. Like, Puck can't shut him down. DK just gets to farm. He gets to throw out that breathe fire. Puck is very susceptible to breathe fire. Very difficult spell to dodge. Madara dropping low. It's going to be okay. Now they're just going to turn around, and Ancient Apparition's in a really weird place here, but actually it's... No, he's not going to quite kill Madara. Meanwhile, there's a 2-second stun and the Reality Rift onto Freak here, and they do take out that Silencer. 444. In a weird place right now. Can they kill him? I don't think they can. Oh, no, no mana, sorry, no mana. Completely on the CK. And this bottom lane is just ferocious. T-Show really starting to try and turn under the pressure. They are getting punished though, and at the moment, I don't know who the advantage is. I mean, I want to look at net worth, and we see actually the CK well on top here, and the Sand King just not doing that well yet. Still early days. So, middle lane, they're actually going to make a play onto the gyrocopter. Can they bring him down? They have the spin available, but he actually moves. He stops chasing, and that's going to stop him getting the kill because he had the speed to keep up. But unfortunately, and now man's actually going to take a donk. And Jericho coming in with a Riptide. A couple more right clicks will be needed. The Threadfire comes off, and the healing ward doing so much work, and Jericho just can't seem to find the damage. Mandy running away will just about survive. Meanwhile, Disruptor does actually find the kill onto the Ancient Apparition. Oh, sorry, the gyrocopter found the kill onto the Ancient Apparition in the end. Dove deep for that one and ended up paying the price.
I can't let you have that.
CK down the bottom lane getting very low, and the Silencer help right click finishes him off. No tier tours here today, boys. I'm catching it all. We're not going to miss a thing. Although we did actually miss the AA kill. But we're watching something else. Shut up. It's fine. Fine. Madara could be in trouble. Can they kill him? They can't quite slow him down long enough for the Chilling Touch to go out, but look at the damage they're outputting right now. And with the speed advantage, yeah, they got this. They're going to give it to Freak. Get that Silencer farmed. And T-Show putting a lot of pressure on this bottom lane. But still, CK's getting hits. He's not got an amazing amount of CS, but you know, for now he's hovering decently on net worth, and we'll see how it goes as things continue to evolve in this bottom lane. Meanwhile at mid, Gemurai is trying to chase down Mandy, but the creeps are absorbing that rocket barrage, and he won't be able to get that kill. Up atop, the puck does keep falling home to Rhea here as expected, and he's going to try and return the harass, but it's not really going to work. Just keeping an eye on bottom. AA coming into mid. Might try and make something work onto Gemurai. Got to keep an eye on it all. The reality rift fake out. Beautiful. Now, Ancient Apparition, I'm not really sure if he can really get the cold feet here. He's only here for the right click damage. He will need something else to set up for that cold feet to come off. Burrow strike forwards and a quick pause from the Juggernaut. Are they going on mid? Yeah, they can't see the Ancient Apparition still. But again, not a whole lot to keep that gyrocopter still for the cold feet to come off, so it is just harass damage from the Chilling Touch. Okay, all right, we got some more reflection time. Oh no, we don't. Never mind. It's a high octane game. It takes off again. Oh, maybe just a second. And looks like we're good to go. Jericho calls it, and we are underway as the stun does come off onto 2 in bottom. The stun thrown back and to the Sand King, and with the Riptide as well. This is the damage we were talking about, the anti-armor, the hits from the CK, but they can't find the hits. Is the Thunderstrike going to bring him down? Yes, they will, but Madara just going to die to Freak as he has got 10 intelligence. Oh my god. Freak is just, well, he's smart, but he is going to drop. No, he's not. No, he's not. CK actually running away, values his own life more than getting a kill. Actually has to pop this out to stop dying from AA. Meanwhile, Freak is being chased down by Jericho. They bring back the Ancient Apparition. Can they kill him? Meanwhile, Freak just playing with Jericho. Jericho's gonna drop, as is the Ancient Apparition. 19 just about surviving there. On the middle lane. Those flat cannons coming through. And this is just a bloodbath. I mean, this is really just... Both teams really want to take an advantage in this bottom lane. Not a whole lot of action elsewhere, but of course we do see the DK doing very well versus his Puck as expected. Puck, as I said before, just doesn't do too well versus the DK. It's a classic lane counter, especially now that Dragon Form is out. A lot of consistent damage which Puck has to deal with, and the range stun, although he doesn't have quite have it leveled yet. And at mid, Gyro's doing pretty well versus the Jugger, though he is going to go farm some creeps now, which will push him ahead on CS. But pretty much an even lane, except for the death. With Dara. He's frozen solid, and they will find that. That's it. My god, 14 stolen intelligence on the Silencer. And now they're actually going to get the Ancient Apparition as well, or will they? Yes, they will. Burrow Strike does come through. That will be enough to keep the Chaos Knight still. Freak is running low on mana. It's going to throw out some more glaives, and now comes the Puck looking to join in on this fiesta. Will they find the kill? Well, Freak goes down, but as does the CK. Dunhow trying to run away. Puck is joined in the fray. He's going to have to burrow strike, but the coil is going to kill him all the same.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And, well, the first rotation from Puck, finally looking to join in this chaos, and that was profitable. Oh, really profitable. CK and Ray are kind of just leaning up against one another, and finally the CK decides that, you know what, I'm done with this, and they'll leave the Puck at bottom. It's either Jericho dropping low. Are they actually going to kill him here? The cold feet goes off and they get the kill onto the Naga Siren. Meanwhile, up at top, Rhea gonna have to get out of this one. Looks like they're gonna put Mandy top and move Rhea into the mid. That's the okay. And look at this value showing here. Beautiful stuff. Alright, so let's throw it over to net worth. We've had so many kills, I think it's better to look at the net worth. And always remember that this silencer, they're moving him into a carry position. They brought him power treads. And he's sitting on 18 stolen intelligence. What is going on? You should just, like, with this start to the game, you do turn this silencer into a carry, I think. Like, that's not some kind of 2k maneuver. I mean, he's currently hitting for 77, which doesn't seem huge when you take into account the Glaives of Wisdom. It's getting pretty ridiculous. I mean, we have seen him taking chunks out of people. This is 18 intelligence at 8 minutes into the game. Can they find the CK? He's going to pop that Phantasm and turn it around. Will he get the kill onto the Dragon Knight? And now a beautiful bow strike ripping through the two of them, and they follow it up with an epicenter. It's too much damage for the Gyro to take. He's going to go down, and they're also going to take down Jericho as well. 3 heroes dead on the side of Luccini. T-Show cleaning up in this top lane and looking for more. Doesn't quite connect onto Madara though. This tower is very low. I'm wondering if Madara is going to think about going for the deny, but nope. Values his own life more than that and doesn't even know if he can get it, so Madara just backs out. We want a mid, Jericho, just going to steal the creeps away. Mandy's he's just going to pop his little kitty catty and go to work, and now pop an Omnissiah on Madara, but Jericho did come to absorb that. Only 3 strikes at this early level. And he got his cat killed. Disgusting. If you choose to get a cat, then you gotta look after it, man. Like, pets aren't just for Christmas, guys. Mandy coming through, Bow Strike as well, and Jericho just got debated. Although Jeremiah coming in the back lanes will actually find the kill on the Icy Ancient Apparition. The Icy Ancient Apparition. You know it. Meanwhile, they're still able to swap things around and keep getting this DK match versus this Puck, which is going to be very frustrating for Sorth, because he just can't really live in this lineup. He can live, but he just can't get CS, can't stop the DK farming, can't really use his hero properly. What good lane matchups do.
At last.
Rhea, still no points in the stun. We're level 9 now, and he's just max Dragon's Blood and Breathe Fire. Obviously does not value that stun the same way I do. Now we have a double damage on Rhea. I'm sure they're just going to use this to push a tower. They've got that Dragon Form in 3 seconds, so got to be a tempting prospect. And Sword just sees his double damage and goes, oh, okay, guess I'm laning against this. It's very hard to push in versus the Puck though. Meanwhile, things might be starting to cook it up in mid as Dunhow will get stunned up. Pressure is coming to this middle tower. They want to take full advantage of this siege creep and get a bit of damage off on the tower, and they will do that, but they're going to retreat now as more heroes come in. Oh, is that a glimpse onto... No, I don't know. I don't know. We're gonna have a smoke. Feel like this is a smoke. Yes, it is a smoke. Just going for the 2 men. Are there any wards here from the Radiant though? Nope, there's no wards here, but still, the smoke's still good for you know, the just in case.
Radiant are scanning.
They lay down the deep ward. They will see the puck, and Rhea just pops the ulti to get some pressure on this tower. Sorth just trying to push it back out. He's going for this blink dagger next. Meanwhile, the smoked pair, they're actually going to come across a smoked trio, and this could be bad. The AA, it gets, no, it doesn't get silenced. And they turn it around, getting a kill on Madara, and Jermarie trying to get revenge as he comes forwards onto the ancient apparition and will kill him in return. I was interested that the AA didn't fire off his ulti there. I seemed odd. Didn't get the AA blast damage on them, but there you go. Meanwhile, middle lane, this tower is going to go down, but I think it's going to go down to the Radiant. Yep, they just get that deny.
Radiant's middle tower has been denied.
Oops, sorry, didn't have last hits up.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Jesus, well, here we go into the middle lane, trying to bring down J-Marie. Can they do it? He's getting low and a bit more damage. He's not going to be able to escape the blade. Yes, he is, but there's against the caustic finale. And what a finale it is. And, Silencer now hitting on 26 stolen intelligence. What the hell is going on? 26 stolen intelligence at 12 minutes into the game. How many kills has this guy been involved in? He's 6 and 9. What? This is just bananas. Come on, Freak. He's got to be the carry now. You can't pretend that your Juggernaut is the carry, and that was a really, really bad juke, but what else is he supposed to do? Can't escape. We'll get taken out. And +2. 28. Let's have a look at some of the enemy's intelligence. Who's been, I mean, CK's sitting on 327. Who's died the most? Naga Siren. Yeah, she doesn't have a lot of int. What, you just?
I'll take your tribute.
Don't know how much she's meant to have. Probably more than that. Who else has died quite a lot? Madara as well. Yeah, these guys are going to start to feel this. Man, it's completely criminal that you don't give the Silencer more fun in a game like this. Freak just going to be sent back, but I think Disruptor just dies to Rhea solo anyway. Top lane being pinged out. They do want to defend it as J-Marie is putting on the damage, and in comes Jericho from the backlines. He has got the song available. In comes the Epicenter comboed up with the Silencer. It's a lot of damage. They're going to take out 2. J-Marie going down now. It's just the CK trying to escape, but there is nowhere for him to go. T-Show, they're going to clean up another. 4 heroes dead in this top lane. That was a push from Luccini. Gone incredibly wrong.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Well, Mandy, doing what he can this game. I mean, he's got a good farm actually, and he just needs a little bit longer to come online, and going for this Yasha build as well. And this is a questionable teleport in, if ever I've seen one. Affirmative from Sword. I don't know, T-Show doing very, very well here. Luccini, not the dominant performance we saw from the last game, but they do have the gyrocopter. You know, you can't discount the gyro, but looking at these net worths, it's just not a good place for a gyrocopter to be in.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Even a gyro can't farm this hard. What are we on? 28. 28 in. He's hitting for 110 plus 10 on a support Silencer. Plus the Glaives of Wisdom damage. Why has he not maxed this out? My god. What a support. He's so committed to being support. I would you just got to go full send here and just go screw it, guys. I'm gonna carry, but apparently these players are more disciplined than I am. Gyro being hunted, but he knows what's up. He's gonna get into the tree lane. I mean, they're just gonna wait for him to reappear, but he's not gonna be here. Up to top lane we go, and we do have the glimpse back into the ultimate onto... Oh, never mind, they're actually going to turn around. No, they can kill the Juggernaut. Can they kill him down, though? He's really, really low, just trying to run away. He's too fast, they can't get him. The CK falls, as does the Disruptor. Jericho in the tree line, gonna make the song, but it's a little bit too late for that, and she's gonna TP herself out of there. Meanwhile, at bottom, J. Marie is just trying to get a kill onto Dun Hao here. This would be a nice kill for him to get it, and there's nothing left on that Sand King, so J. Marie will find a kill. Overtakes the first one on the net worth. Maybe the first of many. Who knows?
Dire's top tower is under attack.
So Sword, one of the few winners on the side of Luccini. Whilst he didn't completely beat the Dragon Knight in lane, he didn't have a bad lane. He is now struggling to find his Blink Dagger though, which is very important. Obviously, to find this kill onto the Juggernaut, and this could be massive. And they actually managed to bait out the spin onto him, although J. Marie is actually looking really low. And now a Bow Strike onto 2. They catch the Invis Hero. Oh my god. That is very unfortunate. And Sword suddenly just finds himself incredibly low after literally doing nothing. He's just in the wrong place at the wrong time. What a catch. Oh man, that sucks. They baited quite nicely there, but in the end, it didn't matter. Oh, and guess what? +2, guys. +2. So Raya going for that BKB as expected. Blink Drums BKB. Very good this game. Very good. Not a whole lot the Disruptor can do anymore. The Puck is one of the most farmed heroes on their team. Though I say that, he's actually fallen behind. But he is going to have his Blink soon enough. And it is an extremely late Blink there. But I guess he did go for the Phase Boots and the Veil of Discord as well. So that would be the reason. And look at them. Are they setting up for a kill here? This is greedy if they are. Mandy actually still going for that Battle Fury, which is surprising. I would have thought he'd go for something which ends the game, but clearly wanting to farm a little bit first. Also, they do lack any real creep clear. Jumping into the CK here. CK, he's got that armor available, going to go for the TP out, but it's not going to work. They do bring him down. +2. Jesus. Oh, ulti used because they're going it on the bottom lane. Thank you for the Q silencers. They are able to take down that Naga Siren. And now they're trying to make it to the shrine, but they're not going to let them get there, though. There comes the ulti from J. Marie trying to find a kill onto anybody, but Mandy is just so difficult to bring down. And now the stun is out onto the Gyrocopter. The Dragon Tail brings him down. Now the Burrow Strike onto the Disruptor, and he's going to hit the deck as well. The Ice Blast just to finish him up. And good game, well played, it's called. They are tapping out. Luccini just say, yes, done. What was the end? What was the end? What was the end? Damn it. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'm pretty sure it was 34. I mean, I know the end didn't actually matter that game, but that was still hilarious. We'll see the buff at the end. What are we on? What are we on? Where are we? Yeah, 32. 32 intelligence. My god, Freak is just going completely mad that game. 8 kills, 16 assists in 19 minutes. That is what you call efficiency on making use of that stolen intelligence. My god. Yeah, Luccini, they picked a greedy draft, and unfortunately they just lost every lane. The CK got pressured way too much. The Gyrocopter didn't really get a whole lot done versus the Juggernaut, and then they started rotating in on them. They just really couldn't find the space this game. I felt like they could have kept going. I was actually surprised they did GG out. Like, whilst the Juggernaut and the DK are annoying to deal with, you've still got the Gyrocopter. And CK is fantastic at creating opportunities. You also had the combo potential for Naga Siren Puck Disruptor, so I don't. But then again, the push isn't even that bad from T-Show. It's not one of these teams where they can get the advantage and then take your racks away at like 20 minutes later. Maybe they were about to. The DK is very good at pushing, but I don't know. I felt like there was still a little bit left in it for Luccini, but they do decide to tap out. And T-Show, well, we're going to go to a game 3. It's 1-0, and I guess you want to go into that game 3 with positivity rather than just having gone through a 40-minute slow defeat where you never really get a chance. So you got to think of it on the moral side and, you know, just GG out, tap out, go again. Let's see. Game number 3, the final, the decider. This isn't the final, but you get what I mean. The final of this series, the deciding match. My name is NomadCasts. If you enjoyed the cast, throw me a follow on Twitter, and I'll be back very shortly with a final game. Not of that game, though. This game.